We are having some fun here. This is Dennis. I'm talking about the 4D life. And I want you to know that we're talking about having a 4D life and what it would mean if your life was radically different from the life, from anything that you have now as far as life, the life that you have today. Radically different from anything that you have right now. Not just your life, but the life of those who you influence, those who allow you to impart to them, to influence them. How do I know that your life can be radically different? I know what my life has been, I know what my life is now, and I know that what I've done any person can do, and I know also that my life can be better. My life can go forth from what it is right now. And what we're going to do is have some representations of things that I've done in the past as it talks about what it is that your life can be, how it can be different, symbolic. And so we're going to look at what I call the representations of the 4D life. So listen to and watch this as it goes through for a period of time, and then I'll come back and we'll talk some more.
First dimension, the dimension of a point. 1 point. 1 point is 1 dimension. Second dimension, that of a number of points along a line. So the second dimension is a straight line. The dimension, second dimension, is a straight line. Third dimension, that of a number of lines. So we've gone from the first dimension, a number of points, or the first dimension is a point, 1 point. The second dimension is a number of points along a straight line. The third dimension is a number of lines until they make up a plane, P-L-A-N-E. So this is third dimension. Third dimension is a plane, the level of a plane. The fourth dimension is that of a cube, This is the fourth dimension. So the fourth dimension is a number of planes that are now shaped in such a way that they are a cube or a square. So these are an illustration. This is an illustration of 4 dimensions. We've gone from the first dimension of a point, then the second dimension, a number of points in a line, the third dimension, a number of lines that make up a plane, and the fourth dimension, a number of planes that make up a cube. And so we have the 4 dimensions, or representation of 4 dimensions.
So my intent is to help you, to benefit you, to share with you. Again, those were representations, and what you're seeing now are some representations that I've seen online that basically illustrate the same thing. So these are 2, and they're going to play out now in other moving pictures that individuals have done. This is a point. It is what we talked about before. This is becoming a line, what we've talked about before. This is becoming a plane, what we've talked about before. And it is to represent how one moves. There are other representations. You can move from a plant, so to speak, a seed or root becoming the fruit. You can move through and see a egg or a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. All of those are representations, but it's seeking to actually show you how it is that your life can be radically different. The life that you imagine, the life that you dream, how you can move from where you are to where you desire to be. And so that's what you're seeing here. This illustration is something that is just fantastic. When I first did this, I did not actually have this particular illustration, and you'll see the references for this particular illustration that will come up in a few moments if you want to go to their website and see where this comes from. I did not create this. This came about, as I said, later. We want to give you some gifts that make it possible for you to to dream, for you to write down what your 4D life will be about. Your 4D life has to do with 4Ds. First, you desire it. You're clear on what you desire. Then you define it. And so we want to talk about that as well. And then it is divinely intended for you. It's the life that you believe that God would have you, or Spirit would have you to have. And then it is a life that is lived on the fourth dimensional level. First of all, you see it by virtue of your dreams, your imagination, and then you create it, you bring it forth. And so there are some gifts that we want to give you. There are gifts that are down at the bottom of this, and there are three actual gifts that we're talking about there. The first gift is what we call a strategic life planner, or what we call through the gate to everything great. And that is the first gift. The second gift is the abundant life course, and that's 12 lessons that are available to you. So you click each one of these items, you'll be able to see them. And then the third gift is that we will give you the 5 lesson series by Neville Goddard. And so each one of these items are down below. You'll be able to actually click and get each one. Each one has a separate place where you click and you'll get those items. Though we want to give those as free gifts to you. Click down below.